M0FXB, welcome back to the Shack ANYTONE 578. I thought I'd update my contacts because they're out of date. So when people speak on Talk Group 91 on using my hotspot and the information comes through, I just get a number, and you must have that sometimes as well. So you need to update. First thing you do is go to radio.net and download the user CSV. I'm going to show you exactly where that is. So follow this link here, and of course it will be in the description. It ends with the word dumps. So at the bottom here it says user CSV, just here where I'm circling. Click that and it will put this tiny little white file in your downloads folder, and just leave it there. Now you can see now someone's speaking. If you look there, there's just a number coming through. So we go back to our software, and I want to thank Bridgecom for their software. I'll just click over to Bridgecom. I often go here and download software. So thank you very much. And the link again will be in the description. So to download your CPS, ANYTONE 578, click that and then just run it, and you end up with this software. You do need to connect your USB cable to the radio. Just there on the left. I've got an adapter, so I'm using a USB-C. With an adapter, and you can buy these adapters. If you look here, I've got one here. It's got a chain on it. It's like £4 for £5, and I use them all the time. So I know people can be very unhappy if there isn't USB-C. Fine, but remember you can buy adapters for about £1, so it's not really a big deal. But yeah, preferable to have it already, of course. So let's just import these contacts. So of course you want to read from your radio. So you set your com. So we go right click, device manager. There's our com choices, double click. And then we are com 17. It says GD32 virtual com. Remember, this is the 578, okay? I do have the BT01 microphone as well. So let's just double check the com. Device manager. I'm leaving it running in the background because I just love tinkering while I'm listening to radio. That's just the way I am. 17. So then you go program, set com, and you choose 17 and click OK. So now we've already got our files. All we do is go to, where is it? Import. So tools at the top. It says tools, import. You get this new window open. Well, you click OK here first. You get this window here, and you can import all kinds of stuff. Let's keep it simple. We're going to go to digital contact list. Okay. And then we're going to find that file, which is in my downloads. And it's there. User CSV, it's called. Double click, and it does take a while to import it. It's not instant. You do have to be impatient. So the next thing is to click import and then just wait.
Very good morning. Thanks for the call.
See these black lines that have appeared here? That's it, importing. Sometimes they appear in the middle of here, but I moved my thing, didn't I? So let's wait for that to import, and when it does say import, it will say complete. I mean, there are 270,000. The other thing I'm going to do is add a boot up picture of R2D2. And I might change some of the colors that appear on the screen. One of the really good things about the ANYTONE 578 is it does dual receive. And not many DMR radios do that. So you will be able to listen to your favorite hotspot and say an analog repeater at the same time. Okay, so we now get this message, import complete. Click OK. Now it's not gone to our radio yet. This is the long bit now. So you go program right to radio and click OK. And first of all, you have to select digital contacts. Tick both boxes, but untick the top one the next time you load. Click OK, and it's now going to start sending them. So it looks fast now, but then when you get to the second stage, it's a bit slower. That's not too bad. And yes, I've got the new Let me just show you while it's doing that. Let's bring this up to me. And I know I look a mess, but don't worry about it. It's just me in the shack. The shack's a mess. I'm a mess. But we're having fun learning radio. So I've got the new 168, which I really like. It was only £120 from Martin Lynch. I've got R2D2 on there as well. It looks great, sounds great. And if you love DMR, VHF, UHF radios, then I've been loading everything. Look at how nice that screen looks. £120 plus about £6 delivery. Martin Lynch always give good service, and it's actually, my camera is actually trying to follow it. So it's not over there, it's over here. So I've got this camera that follows you, and it's literally trying to follow. That's better. Right, follow everything. That's that. And then while it's loading, I'm also going to show you the BT0 microphone, which actually is very similar size. And this isn't a radio, this is a microphone that pairs. I know it's a bit dark seeing it there. It's a microphone that pairs. So I get it close with the ANYTONE 578, because the 578, the good thing about the 578, it's a 50-watt radio, which is great, you know, when you need it. But it's if you're in the car and it's, you know, mounted on the dash and you can't reach the microphone, you get this, which is the BT01, and it's a Bluetooth, not just microphone, but screen as well. I might show you, but I can't show you in the middle of uploading this information. So I'll just pause while this uploads. And at the end of this, we're going to try and upload some background screens and pictures. Maybe even change some of the fonts. And thanks so much for watching my channel. I'm just, you know, I'm actually not a teacher, and I really want to emphasize that I'm not a teacher, because some people say, well, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm a ham radio enthusiast who's completely passionate about his hobby, pretty much obsessed with my hobby, yeah. And I just learn, and I teach myself. Yes, I do like to make YouTube videos, that's obvious. And I teach myself, I film it, I watch my own videos often, but, you know, don't get me wrong, I watch everyone's videos. I go on my ham radio every day and I talk to my ham radio friends. It's a genuine hobby. The YouTube side is actually very young. I've been playing around with radio for 45 years. The YouTube channel's 3 years old. But I have found that my learning has helped probably millions of people now. You know, I wouldn't have said that 2 years ago, but it actually has. 16 million views, 16,000 videos, 40,000 subscribers, and a lot of people don't like to subscribe to me, and I don't blame them, because I'm making about 10 videos a day, and that can do people's head in, and I understand that completely. You know, I'm just here, I'm a good guy, just helping and enjoying and tinkering, and so please remember that's what's happening here. There's nothing more than that. So let's go down. You can see it's starting to load, and yeah, when I say buy my wife a coffee, she deserves it big time, and also she's amazing. So right, let's let this load. Right, we're all updated. That's great. Let's try and load the picture, and if so, hopefully someone will talk. Because if I key on my radio, look at the display, you'll see all my contact details. And remember, you can use Talker Alias. If you've not heard of this, you just turn it on in settings, and then if people have also turned their Talker Alias on, you'll get their information without having to load this code plug. Because some of the older radios, they can't hold the database, but even though they can't hold the database, they can receive Talker Alias. So just a quick one here, just look at the screen. You saw that? Maybe someone will come back to me. But anyway, so we'll just go Tools, and we're going to try and upload a picture. So let's go to Boot Image. See it there? Boot Image. So you can upload a boot image, but you can also upload a background picture. We'll have a go at both. I haven't done it for a while. So open image, and then I've just got this image in saved here that I use. Let me just find, there it is there. And the size, have a look, 160 by 128 is the one I've got there on the, and that's a bitmap. And on the right, it's same size, but it's yeah, a bitmap. So let's just choose one of them. And it says picture's okay. There you go. And then we're going to hit, keep an eye on the radio. We're going to hit right. It's quite quick. And watch when it boots up. Let's see how it squashes it in. Now, you do have to tell it in settings to use it, so we'll do that. Let's just let it boot a minute. Oh, it's there already. How cool is that? I like it. One of my favorite characters. I keep telling my kids R2-D2 is the best, but they don't go for it. So anyway, we're now going to go to options here and open another window up. Trying to get myself out here. Power on. It does say custom picture, so that's good. See the way it says M0FXV there? I could actually add there. Can I add the words Ham Tech? Okay. Why did I call myself Ham Tech? Well, I fly drones. I've got 3D printers. I fix all kinds of stuff, whether it's your car keys, cars, all kinds of tinker. And I just thought, well, I'm not just a ham radio operator. I'm a bit of a techie person. So Ham Tech, that's where it came from. So power on, password, power on. So we're looking for using the background picture like I've done on my, I'll just quickly show you. Same as I've done here. And then we'll look at changing some colors on the text as well. So at the moment, the text is all just yellow and blue, and that's boring. So if you get bored, just pause or fast forward or end, stop watching me, because I'm enjoying tinkering a lot. So still in the options, we're going to go over to display and see the way it says yellow here. We're going to change one to green and then the other one to orange, and the zone color is in turquoise, so we're just going to choose another color as well, red, and turn everything on. Oh, look at this volume bar. I didn't know we had a volume bar. Is that new? No way. I'm going to click OK. There's no way I thought we had a volume bar. So let's quickly write that to the radio program, write to radio, click OK, and then I'm not going to do digital contacts again because that'll take an hour. You don't have to. Click OK. Let that go through. I'm so surprised about the volume bar thing. We can also tell it to sort of boot up to the zones and the channels that we want it to, when it turns on, to show. So it's booting. I know it's a bit not the best image, but the way I've got the camera positioned, it's quite awkward because the radio is sort of crammed in amongst all my other radios. But there's R2-D2. No, he's not in the background yet, so we have to tell it to use that in the background. So we go back to options. Let's minimize this, click OK. Back to options on the left, and then go to display. And we need to tell it, look here, standby BK picture. I'm going to go custom 1 and standby character yellow. Okay, I'm all right with that, I suppose. I'm going to go orange. And display format. Actually, while I'm here, I'm going to just quickly look at the satellite stuff, see if it's in there. So leave that custom 1, click OK, write that to radio to see if it puts R2-D2 in the background. And then, because I haven't really looked at the satellite side of things on the 578.
Okay.
So that'll be an APRS partly. So my 878 does have a GPS antenna connected. If we go to APRS, let's see if we've got the satellite stuff here. You got all these different things you can tick. Analog and digital APRS, yes, and APRS receive, I believe. I'm not seeing satellite stuff, so I'm gonna have to. I don't actually know if it does satellite stuff. Oh my god, look at the colours. I'll leave it as that for now. Still not using the background picture. Satellite tools, model, set, program, tools. I'm not seeing satellite import. So are you telling me that it doesn't do satellite? Now, do we have to enable that in channel, talk alias? Talked about that. Standby picture. Open. Choose it. Click OK. Right. I might as well do them both, innit? Because if I get one wrong, standby background picture number 2, I'm just going to write it. Oh, sorry, it's already doing it. So I got a feeling it'll work this time. There's the back, there's the boot. There it is there. Wow, look at that. It looks fantastic. I love that. That looks really cool. Honestly, better in real life than trying to get you a better angle here with my rubbish stand. Sorry about this. That, honestly, that looks really cool. If you want the picture, I'm going to upload it to my Facebook, M0FXB Facebook. So yeah, I love that. Come on. Right, I'm just going to have a little search about this satellite thing. We've changed the colors of the text on the screen. We've uploaded the latest contacts, which is really important. Oh yeah, I was going to show you how to boot up to the zones that you like. So what you do now is go back to options and then go to power on. And on power on here, power on, you can tell it where to boot. So look, I've told it to boot up on my hotspot. On talk group hotspot, the channel is 91. And then we've got my hub net. So that's all fine. That's exactly what I want it to do. So if I just quickly turn on my Bluetooth mic, I want to make sure you can see what I'm doing. And I apologize if it's a bit dark. So this is the Bluetooth mic. There is a process to uploading the firmware and all that to make sure that this is up to date. But once you do it, it does sort of keep in tandem with anything you load to the radio. And it can be wired. You've got a wired connection, just a normal mic connection that you use the connector that's in the 578. But I've told it to boot up using Bluetooth, hopefully. Bit of a delay. It is trying to connect to Bluetooth. Okay. There it goes. It's connected now. I'm not seeing a background picture on that. So let me see if I can upload a background. So you lose the screen on the actual radio. Okay. On the 578, but you then gain this screen. So there it is there. Let me see. I'm going to see if I can upload a background picture to that. So, yeah, I can't see anything there. I can see I can change the colors. If you go to, where is it? Oh, actually, yeah, of course, it's the normal display colors you can see here. Brightness, display, and oh yeah, we're going to test the volume bar. We'll test that before we end the video. But I can't see how you can add a background picture. That's a really interesting one. If anyone knows if you can, let me know to the Bluetooth microphone, because yeah, why not? I just think it seems doable to me. Because we've got stand background picture. You choose between the two. Standby color is orange. You can see it's using orange. Display mode, it just says name based. Last caller, backlight delay, off, brightness, custom, show call, separate display. I'm not really sure what that means. Separate display, on or off. Channel switching keeps last caller. Well, that's not, the more information, the better. Separate display, what does that actually do? Again, someone tell me. I'm definitely not seeing anything satellite-wise either. We're on the, let's have a look here. I mean, it's the latest code plug, and I'm not seeing the word satellite on the new 168 and the newer 878. You get the word satellite. You can upload the satellite info. I'm just going to Google that a minute. So I've left a message on a couple of the Facebook forums to see if we get a response. I'm so surprised that if they're not working on this. So I'm going to turn off the Bluetooth mic now, turn that off, and just look at the volume bar, if there is one, or the new volume bar on the 578. So back on the 578, let's turn up, oh, not the channel, the volume, wrong side. It's a bit, I don't want to dim out all the lights, but, oh look, so maybe that's always been there, and I've never noticed it. But that is very pleased that it does have that. With my new, I noticed that my 168 doesn't. Let me just check the software, see if it's in the software. So no, it's not. In the other one, it was just in display. You click display tab, options display, and it was at the bottom here. But I'm now going to check my 878 and see if it's in that, and then we will end the video. So yes, it is. Maybe it's always been there. Apologies if, if you say, of course it's there. It's always been there, Andreas. Fair enough. I just never noticed it, but it's not there on the 168. Bye for now. 7-3. Thanks for watching.